Hey Narwhals, I'm your host Luke Narwhal and welcome back to another weight loss video. Hope you enjoy this one. Let's dive right in. Does anyone else see all the progress they made on the scale and think they can afford to overeat now because they've earned it? That's me all the time, and this is why I stopped progressing. I tell myself I'll just do it for today. Then the next day, I'm the same weight, so I think I can do it again. Eventually, I gain the 5 pounds back. Though I'm glad I've noticed this now and I can check myself. I respond by thinking, this is not a free pass to overeat now. Rather, it inspires me to keep going. I lost a lot of weight as a teenager and remember doing this exact thing that would stall my progress. For years, I was at my goal weight and weight gain was not an issue for a while. But now I'm 30, gained 50 pounds over the pandemic, and now that I find myself in this position again, I'm doing the same unhealthy things. Kind of weird. So yeah, just wondering if other people fall into this trap, and if so, maybe you'll find this helpful. You just described my weight yo-yo for the past 25 years. Lose more than expected? Go me, cake time. Gain more than expected? Frig me, cake time, I guess. I've been in maintenance for about a year now. As part of the routine I built around making strides to be healthier, I weigh myself every morning before hopping in the shower. I've given myself a generous range. Target is 130 pounds, but I allow plus minus 5 pounds in either direction. If I dip below 130, then I know I can afford to eat more. If I'm over 130, that's my cue to keep it under control for the day, or maybe take a longer walk in the evening. It's all about balance. I understand how doing this while actively trying to be in a caloric deficit can slow your progress, but you can also look at it as a learning opportunity and habit building for when you reach your maintenance weight. Take care. I like to think that I choose not to eat, not that I'm not allowed. And these thoughts go away with that mentality. When I want to eat something bad, I just count the calories, making sure I don't eat more than 500 and keeping it to 1 day per week. Ugh, the story of my life. When I'm really happy, my urge is still to celebrate with food, even if what I'm celebrating is losing weight. It's so hard to unlearn that behavior. So much this. If we've always used food to celebrate or as a reward, then that's just another habit that we have to break. I'm doing the same thing. I know that I have to find new ways to reward myself, but I also have to watch my spending. Rewarding myself with a new pair of Docs isn't feasible now that I've retired. This is a real common mistake. That's why I think one of the first and most important steps in a weight loss journey is fixing your relationship with food. So many of us were raised with a variety of once helpful, now damaging ideas concerning food. Example, always clean your plate. And the most harmful of these notions is how we treat food as a reward. Got an A in spelling? Let's go get an ice cream. Won or lost your soccer game? The whole team is going to grab pizza. Over and over, we had this idea reinforced that if we do good, the natural and expected reward is food. So it's only natural that when you lose weight, you turn to food as a reward. As long as food remains your go-to reward, this is a pattern that will just continue to repeat. I've yo-yoed quite a bit myself, and treating food as a reward has been a big part of the problem. This time around, I'm paying special attention to fixing my mindset and adjusting my attitude towards food. I have the advantage of a good job with a good salary, so I've been using that to help me change my default mental reward structure. If I lose weight or meet a fitness goal, I reward myself by buying something I've been wanting to buy or shopping for some new clothes that I might not have fit so easily in the past. Under no circumstances do I allow myself to use food as a reward. For instance, I can still have ice cream from time to time, but I no longer tell myself I just got a raise, so I deserve some ice cream. Or it's Thanksgiving, I can have some ice cream. Instead, I have ice cream because I really want it and it fits my calories, not because I deserve it. This is a conversation I've had quite a bit with myself recently. With the holidays coming up, I very much want to indulge. I've done very well this year and kind of want to go hog wild with treats and junk food like I do every year from Halloween to New Year. But I also have to remind myself that last year over the holidays, I gained back 20 of the 60 pounds I had lost. Moreover, I've begun to recognize how crummy I feel when I overeat, especially certain foods. I managed to make it this far in the year by briefly enjoying special occasional meals, and I will enjoy things I don't normally eat at the end of December, but I'm trying to view this month as an experiment with moderation and attempt to maintain and not gain, rather than to make self-sabotaging attempts at restriction. I'm pretty sure we've all fallen into that trap at some point. Leading up to the pandemic, I'd put on about 50 to 60 pounds already, and I kept justifying it as I can take that off no problem anyway, so mine's well, enjoy food X. Yeah, then the pandemic hit, and 100 more pounds later. So yes, I feel your pain, but good to be aware of it, and now that you can use that self-awareness to make better decisions. For me, I didn't start losing weight sustainably and reliably until I recognized that my relationship with my body and food was the problem, or what was wrong, and that my body weight was a symptom. I was dieting and exercising off and on for years, essentially treating the symptom instead of the disease. What worked for me was investment in getting in touch with my fat body, accepting where I was, having a vision for what I wanted to be or could be, and then accepting help on the process from my doctor, seeing a trainer, a psychotherapist, which to be honest is more helpful in me getting fitter than any diet or exercise, and accepting that mistakes are part of the process, not something to be avoided. Since I've been working out to build some muscle, build capability to do more active things, climbing, running, yoga, dance, the number on the scale doesn't even mean much. I feel like Neo at the end of the Matrix. I don't dodge bullets. I'm at the point where I don't have to. My story isn't your story though, so I don't want to just leave you with that. You're rewarding yourself with food. Either too much of it, you use the word overeat, or eating more unhealthy things because you think you've earned it. Haven't you also earned being fitter, lighter? You've been telling yourself that you'll overeat just for today. What if you flip that to, I could overeat or eat this unhealthy thing, but just for today, I won't. It'll still be there. I assume you're like me and have essentially unlimited access to food. I think my just for today model of doing the right thing follows the NA model, and I suppose there are many parallels between being obese and being addicted to something. Or rather, I think the impulses that cause both of those conditions are rooted in the similar places in the psyche. You're doing so well. You're putting in all this effort and worry. You'll never be happy with your body at any weight until you're happy with it at the weight that you are now. I guess I'm saying that the goalpost has a funny way of moving itself on you. One of the things I found helped with this was having a designated cheat meal even when I'm maintaining my weight. I want to eat healthy most of the time. I want to take care of myself. But I find not having some rules to follow is a slippery slope. Asking myself if I want something to be my cheat meal for the week helps me to decide if it is worth it. It also encourages me not to order the go-to food, which is nice for my wallet. Me too. It's a designated day, Friday, so I wait all week and it keeps me from falling off the wagon every day. But I call it a treat meal, not a cheat meal. Cheat has negative connotation for me. Also, since it's one meal a week, I make sure it's something I really enjoy, not just some crap. So it's usually real food like homemade cheeseburger and fries, not Cheetos or some other fake or fast food. And I enjoy that cheeseburger so much more when it's a treat and not my everyday way of eating. I treat myself to a large pizza and garlic bread as soon as I've lost 5 kilos. I have earned that, but this is a one-time reward. After that, another 5 kilos are waiting until the next pizza. Losing weight is very easy for me. 1 kilo per week is no problem. But the difficulty is to keep the weight permanently off afterwards, once I stop counting calories. But that's not because I think I deserve it. It's because I lack self-control and discipline. Eating too much just happens automatically on the side, as soon as I'm no longer focused on it every day, as I am during the weight loss. My solution? Build up muscles properly. Then the calorie requirement is so high that you don't immediately gain weight again because of every little thing. The other, just go shopping with the shopping list and stubbornly buy what is written on it, and have little food at home, except those with which you do not stuff yourself. Example, curd. I go shopping 3 to 4 times a week, and my fridge is almost empty. I don't buy sweets at all anymore because I know exactly when they're at home, I eat them all in no time. And that brings us to the end of the video, Narwhals. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, please tap subscribe to join our awesome community, the Narwhals, and for more weight loss stories that help you stay on track. And here's our featured Narwhal of the day. Female, 33, 5'6", 265 to 195 pounds. I still have some way to go, but I'm very proud of how far I've come.